We're sitting next to each other, Christopher. No, you're not on there. You think I respect you? Why would I disrespect you and not put you on there without your permission, Christopher? Why would I do that? So, first point and first thing to mention is that Christina, a tenant, is still calling us like crazy. She's still ringing the phone. She called 16 times. She called from different phone numbers. She's just desperate to hear our voice. And, we said, look, for the moments where she called from different numbers, of course we picked up because we didn't know who that was. And we just said, I'm busy, click. Just hung up on her face. Yeah. And once again, I don't know why she is so desperately trying to get us to tell her the eviction date and time, because this is not secret information. She can call the sheriff herself and she can ask. And also, the other thing is, it was posted on her door. And she got the court notice. She got the court notice, the sheriff notice. It was posted on her door. And how much more notice do you need? So her asking the date and time is because she doesn't know. She's a deadbeat, so she has poor due diligence. So she probably took the letters and threw it out. And she wants to know how long does she have before she can damage the property some more, or before it doesn't get on her record and stuff. Anyway. You know what's going to be awesome? Is that when she goes look for a new place, because obviously she cannot use me as a landlord reference. But what's going to be great is that the next landlord, because we are smarter now, the background check or the credit report is going to come out and our property is going to come up on the addresses. I cannot wait to get the phone call. Christopher, I can't wait to get that phone call. Hello, have you had this tenant called Christina? I'm like, run! Do not touch her! Oh, I can't wait. This is great. I cannot wait. I'm telling you, she will never forget me. She'll never forget me. She's gonna have the lawsuit on her thing. It's gonna be like, I'll be everywhere in her life. It's great. It's great. Now, you gotta do this because you never reward bad behavior. And I tell you right now, if I come across someone I tell my friends this. Don't tell me you murdered someone because I called the police. Don't tell me you did something unethical because I will tell someone. Like, your secrets are great within the boundaries of ethics. I don't want to know. I don't want to know because I don't believe in rewarding bad behavior. So if you've been a deadbeat, don't tell me, because I have standards for myself and that's not what I want. So if you cheat on your spouse, don't tell me, because I'll tell your spouse. Right, Chris? I'll tell. So no, if I'm not a keeper of bad behavior, don't play with me. And not only would I tell your spouse, I'll cut you off. Like, I don't want, like, cheating on your boyfriend or girlfriend is fine, but like, because that's your prerogative. But if you start going like, oh yeah, I cheat on my wife, or cheat on my husband, well, why are we friends? Because that's not what I want in my circle. Oh yes, you'd be like this, off the island, in a heartbeat. I have a conversation with my husband, of course, and eventually, we'll both agree to kick you off the island. What am I talking about? I'm just rambling. I'm rambling because I have nothing else to talk about, to be quite honest. Nothing else to talk about because it's coming to an end and it's like waiting. We're just waiting for the eviction to happen. And I have to give you something, right? So it's like this thing called content on YouTube. there was this really beautiful bird that landed on the street. You can't see it if I turn the camera because it's the foliage of the plumage of the feathers matches the bark, and I don't think you'll see it. And it's too much work to grab the phone and all that stuff. Oh, another thing I want to talk about is I saw this article online about evictions still happening, specifically in the population of people that got rental assistance. And the article was mentioning how, oh, we don't understand why that's happening. And I was like, what do you mean? Why is it so hard to understand? The answer is simple. They can't afford the rent. Done. Like, it's not magic. And so, of course, the article was talking about how horrible landlords are. And I'm here and I'm like, why are they horrible? Oh, because they got rental assistance. Okay, they got rental assistance for up to date. Then what happens moving forward? Who pays that rent moving forward? Because the rental assistance is not like they give you 2 years worth of rent and another 1 year worth of rent. Like, what happens after they get the rental assistance? Is the rent still free? Do they still live rent free? People are so stupid. Like, the brain chemistry of some people just doesn't make any sense. And you wonder, like, did you go to school? What? Like, where is your critical thinking? Like, you don't have to go have a GED, but can you please have some common fucking sense? It's like, that's why they're being evicted, despite getting rental assistance, because the rental assistance covered up to date. Then what happens moving forward? Who pays that? Right. You didn't think about that, did you? Right. Yeah. So what? Is the landlord supposed to sit there and be like, oh, you can stay for free until the next rental assistance wave or whatever? No. So yeah, they're still being evicted. And like I said, like I called it. Let me tell you something. I'm not known because I like to be hidden, but I've predicted a lot of stuff that has happened, and I have like the sixth sense of prediction. I do, and I'm telling you, every fiber of my being, this right here is the moment. This is the beginning of the housing crisis in America. It is. It's the beginning of the housing crisis in the United States. Mark my word. You heard it here first. Yeah, you heard it before. No. These people were just full of shit because they said it, and nothing happened. This is a true housing crisis. You will see homelessness like you've never seen before. You will see hardship like you've never seen before, and you could already witness some of the effect of it through the new legislations. New laws are being passed across the country to try to go around our constitutional property rights to force landlords to take in tenants. But the thing is that our property rights may seem like it's weak, but it's actually quite strong. It's very clear. A government or a government entity can now take a personal property and make it into a public property without just cause. So you cannot take my house and turn it into public housing. So you can run around these legislations and stuff. At the end of the day, if I don't want you in there, you're not getting in. And you can make it impossible to look up, past evictions, past this, past that. All I gotta do is put in your name on the public search record, and if you pop up next, that's all I gotta do. I don't even need to go through background checks. I don't even need to go through that. Because if you've been to court, it's public record. The moment your name is written in that court stuff, I can look it up. I can put your first name, your last name. I can look it up. It's so easy. It's so easy how you can look someone up with public record. So you could make it so I cannot use evictions to deny you. All right, I'm still gonna go there. I'm gonna search the public records. I'm gonna see your name there, and I'm just gonna not reply to you or something. I got somebody else. I'll take my time to reply. Yeah, it's just stupid. It's just a stupid attempt. It's a stupid attempt for something that is not going to work. You know what's going to work? I'll tell you what's more likely to work. If tenant advocacy groups and legislators who are looking for political branding points, you guys actually need to work with landlords, because you can't make decisions on our property without us having a say on it. So if you really want to make progress, because that's your goal, right? To help the public, right? You can't have a decision board without having the person whose property belongs to not on the board. What sense does that make? It's like your neighbor making decisions on your house without you having a say in it. That's exactly what they're doing. And that's why it's not working. And that's why it hasn't been working. And that's why it will never work. Because at the end of the day, if I don't want you in there, I'm not. And the only thing I can do, let's say the best defense we have, no matter how much you change the laws, is to increase the rent. And that's why the market is going up, because that's the only recourse of action we have, considering the restrictive laws that's being passed across the country. We just raise the rent. Now you have people who you're trying to protect who are now being priced out. So I don't have to worry about being sued, because I know you can't afford the rent anyway, so I'll just tell you, you can't afford it. And then you have people who are actually good tenants who are being priced out of their homes, and they are also suffering. It's not landlords who are making your life difficult. It's not us. It's them. Now, who them is, I'll let you figure this out. I'm scared of the lawsuits. I'm scared of Uncle Sam. Government scares me, so I gotta be careful what I say. I am still a small fry. I'm not Jeff Bezos. I'm not that big yet. But all right, I gotta go. I got a lot of stuff to do. Bye. Like, subscribe. And the next time I'll see you, I'll tell you a little bit some of the finances behind this investment property. It's going to be on the finance post, but I will, whatever. I'll tell you a little bit how much money she owes us. And then maybe you feel bad for me. And maybe you'll contribute something. Maybe you'll donate. I don't know. You'll donate me. No, I'm not available. But maybe you'll donate me something, because everybody wants to give free stuff. Where's my free stuff? Where's my free stuff? Where's my free stuff? Where's my free stuff?